Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Ford stock technicals update. Today it's up 3%, trading near this $16 level. And what now? What's next from here? So we have covered this name. I think it's been a while since we have covered this name. Last time when this stock did pretty big move from these $11 move, basically from 11, 20-ish or so, all the way till 16, which was almost 50% move in a very short period of time. I think that's when I was covering this name at these levels, and ever since, stock pulled back. Of course, looks like it found some sort of a support here at 1250-ish levels, and we bounced back up to these supply zones. Now this 1650 is a resistance from here for me, and that's the level I'm watching. And as a support, this breakout of this basically 1470, I believe. Let me take a look to be exact. Yes, 1480-ish levels. That was the resistance, because if you look at the price action, once it slipped below that level, tested it once, tested it here second time, third time, fourth time, and then here we broke out of this level. So, and that, as you guys know, that they have earnings coming up. So we have Q3 kicking in, and basically a lot of banks have already reported. Healthcare stocks have started reporting, and we have tech about to report next week. And the stock is about to report earnings as well. So, and from here, I went back basically 20 years. So to look up what are the resistance levels from here to watch for this stock. So, and if you look at the price action for the past 20 years, Ford hasn't traded above $16 levels pretty much since 2014, 2015. And this is the first time in 2021 right here we tested that level and then pulled back. But $18 level, that's the resistance, was in 2010, 2013, 14. So that's going to be big multi-year resistance if it does break out. So you need to keep in mind that the stock has pretty big float, 4 billion shares. That's why every dollar move, it's a big move for the stock. Average true range is 46 cents. That's how much it can move up or down any given day. And today it has moved 49 cents. So there's no surprise that stock is up 3% today. So that's pretty much norm for this name if it moves with this range. So that's the level I'm watching. And also, I went even further. So let's have a look at the whole history of Ford stock. So what's next if we see the stock to catch a momentum and get above this $18 level of resistance? Well, above that, we might have a bit of a resistance here at 22, and then 24. That was the support back in 2000s, 1999, so basically since 1995 through 2001, that was their support. So that's the big level. If it does, I mean, even $18 level is very big resistance. But if it does get above that 24, then we have 32 and then 38. Of course, it has done a lot of splits and stuff, but look at the volume for the past 2 years or so. So definitely catching some bid for sure. And but you want to be cautious, right? So just like I said, it has a large float, and if you're gonna do business, you need to do your business when stocks are doing, basically when stocks are running and momentum is to the upside. Usually institutions do their business at 50-day moving average whenever stock pulls back to these levels, or 200-day moving average. Some people tend to use 100-day as well, this purple line right here. So, or 100. So these are the levels usually people average down, or they add to their position to increase. But whenever stock gets far away from these moving averages, just like it did here, people usually trim. They take some profit and they keep some cash. So that's what I would do with this stock, with this type of a stock. And also, let's take a look at the MACD here. So MACD momentum still to the upside, looks way above zero line. If you can see the MACD line and the signal line right here, momentum has been to the upside ever since it got this bullish crossover right here, somewhere here, when it was chopping around $13 level. And also, some people tend to look at Bollinger Bands. Yeah, let's take a look at that for Ford, and it looks like that's what has acted as a resistance today and a couple days ago. So if you look at the Bollinger Bands, they're right here. So usually that's the resistance. Sometimes if stock has a pretty strong momentum, it can get outside of its range, just like it did back here. Once it got above it, it started basically stayed above it. But if you look at it here, throughout this Bollinger Band upper levels, it pretty much stayed in this range for quite some time. So we can watch these levels as well. But for me, the resistance would be 1650, 1645, these new highs from earlier, basically summer. And also, let's glance at the option market, because we still have like hour and a half or so to go until market close. So almost 400,000 calls were traded and 100,000 puts were traded. So there are definitely more calls were traded, but I want to see if people are making aggressive bets to the upside for this name. Since it's a slow mover, let's look at the option contracts that were purchased with time. So like $20 call for next year, January. So that's a big contract. I'm not sure if it's a buy or sell, but it's standing out. There are 17 calls for next year, and a bunch of October and even November 16 calls, but looks like 16.50 is very popular, and also $15 strike. So yeah, a little bit bullish, I want to say, for October and even next year. So that's what's happening with Ford stock, and that's the quick update. I hope you guys like it. I didn't want it to make it that long, but we'll try to improve. Or you can, I should actually put this in the beginning of my videos, but it's best to watch most of my videos at 1.5 speed. I think that's what I want to say. Maybe I should put it out next time I start a video. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.